Man, you already know what it is, man. It's your boy, man. Get Money Guns, man. Squally Guns, man. Uptown, #1 gangster, man. You know what I'm saying? Talk my shit, but now tuned in to Philly F.A.M.E TV, man. Make sure you lock in, man. You know what I'm saying? We in a fucking building, man. Philly shit.
Philly F.A.M.E. Philly F.A.M.E. Alright, Squally, what's up, bro? This been a long time coming, man. We been supposed to lock in and do this like a while ago. You know, a little situation had transpired, and you definitely wanted to address it and all of that.
Right.
So we definitely want to get into that. But before we get to that, you know, I want to give people, you know, a little bit of your story, a little bit of your background for those who not familiar, you know what I mean? And for those who might be, might just not be familiar with your story, you know what I mean?
Right, okay.
So let's start from the very, very top. Like, you know, I know you from, you know, Black Deniro. That's your brother, blood brother.
Right.
That's your older brother, right? You the younger brother, right?
Yeah. That's my big
I mean,
brother.
you know, we go back, so, you know, I've been bumping into y'all, seeing y'all for years and all that. And y'all been repping Uptown, Forest Ave, F.A.M.E, you know, basically put that on the map. So for those who don't know, you know, give them a brief rundown of growing up, you know, Uptown, F.A.M.E, what that was like.
Right. All right, you know, I mean, for the people who don't know, you know what I'm saying? We grew up, I'm really from North. We grew up down North first. We was on 26 in Lehigh, 27, between 26 and 28 in Lehigh for a couple of years till we was about like, you know what I mean, like 7, 8. Around that age, then we moved uptown. I've been uptown 69 Forest Avenue since, man, you know what I'm saying, since fucking 80s. You know what I'm saying? We moved up there like 80, 88, 89. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So I was like 5 or 6. So, you know what I mean? I've been from North to South Philly for a minute, South Carolina for a minute, then I landed my feet back uptown like probably like 99. You know what I'm saying? 98, 99 when I came back from down south. You know what I mean? I just was uptown with it, man. Forest Avenue. You know what I'm saying?
Alright. And one of my folks, you know, he used to live up there. He basically told, back in the day or whatever, and he basically told me a little bit about it. I forgot how it came up. I think somebody might have been talking about Black Deniro on a DVD or something like that. He like, yeah, Forest Ave, I mean, like, yeah, it go down up there. And another thing he mentioned that you could, you know, clarify, confirm or deny. He like, yeah, boy, Squally got people scared of him up that joint. Like,
yeah, man. You know, as I'm older now, it ain't the proudest moment, but you know what I'm saying, back in the days, man, wasn't nobody like, especially when I came back from down south, man. Being young, I had something to prove, and you know, that whole neighborhood was mine, man. Western Lane, man. When you took Broad Colony all the way up to Wadsworth, Mount Airy, man, wasn't nobody playing with us, man. You know what I'm saying? Forest Avenue, we was the go-to, we was the end all be all up there, like, you know what I'm saying, really put Uptown on the map. A lot of niggas gonna probably disagree with that, you know what I'm saying, feeling as though, you know, they were some of the first niggas, but when it come to that music, when it come to doing shit outside the hood and getting money in the streets, yeah, Forest Avenue was the first name they was screaming, and, you know, when it was my turn, I was top dog.
Okay.
You know what
And at what age did you, you know, jump out there and jump into the, you know, making your name out there and all that? At what age did you, you know, get active like that?
Man, honestly, man, I ain't even gonna lie. You know, I got active early. You know, I jumped off the porch at like 12. You know what I'm saying? We jumped off the porch 11, 12. You know what I'm saying? We was out there in the streets, fucking, you know what I mean, carrying bags and busting traps, and I'm talking about, this is when niggas was fronting niggas, you know what I mean, buck 50 packs and shit like that. You know, I was out there in that era, like, you know what I'm saying? I caught my first juvie bid at 13. You know what I'm saying? I was up to juvie at 13, 14. So, you know what I mean? I've been off the porch. I was off the porch early, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? Being the youngest of 3 boys, it's like, you know, them niggas turned me into a monster. Them niggas was wilding out, so it was just, you know what I mean? I just came right behind them.
That's exactly what my next question was going to be, because like I said, I know you got 2 older brothers. Vince Black being I guess he the oldest.
No, Black the oldest.
Black the oldest,
yeah,
then Vince, then you.
Yeah.
So I'm about to say, like being as though you grew up under them, like, I guess they had a heavy influence on the path that you took as well, like watching them. So elaborate a little bit on that, I would say.
So, you know, like, my brothers was really in the streets, man, but that's the one thing I'm gonna say about Black. See, Vince was never really like, when he was younger, he was wild. Vince was more robbing niggas, robbing stores, doing shit like that, you know what I mean, running around with guns. He went up to St. Gabe's and, you know what I mean, all the different little juvie spots. and shit in Philly, and I did a lot of my juvie shit in South Carolina, but yeah, man, Black and them was really influential when it came with everything in my life for the most part, you know what I mean, especially the street and getting out of the streets, you know what I'm saying. It was real influential in that shit because, you know, a lot of people could say what they want, but Black was like one of the first people I ever watched, go from hand to hand and nicks and dimes to quarter bird to a half a bird to a couple birds. You understand what I'm saying? Like, he was the first person I actually seen do it. Like, everybody else, if I meet them, niggas was still probably trapping or whatever the case may be, little busting their shit down, or this nigga may be up, have a couple joints, but you know what I mean, I ain't see him come from nicks to whole joints. You know what I'm saying? I saw it with my own eyes, and then he was the first nigga I ever saw just walk away. You feel me? His influence, that's why I say his influence on me for both was big, because it was like, you know, that was the first nigga I ever saw in my life say, yo, I'm done with the game. And you know, I laughed. I'm like, man, ain't no way you gonna stop trapping, man. And I mean, it's been damn near, I don't know how long it's been since that nigga been in the streets. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that influence was big. Me and Vince, we like this. We only 2 years apart, so it's like, you know what I mean, we're a lot closer. You know what I mean? Black is more like a father figure. You know what I'm saying? But he was, you know, when he 5-6 years older by the time I'm 10, you know what I mean, 8 until he's 15. You know what I'm saying? He big as shit to me at that time. So, you know, Black was more like a role model. Me and Vince was more like, you know what I'm saying, rubbing shoulders and rubbing elbows, fighting and going through shit like that. But yeah, that influence was big, man. Like I said, it was big on both, on being in the streets and getting out of the streets.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No, that's for sure. I want to touch on Black a little bit, you know, the rapping side, because at one point in time he was down with Off the Hook back in the day. Right. I mean, when they had their little run, they had a nice little wave. I remember I had their CD back in the day. Yeah. I mean, and then some time passed. I guess that situation pulled. He explained it because we had him on our joint, and he broke that down too. But some time passed, and then, you know, the DVD era kick off, and now he popping up on them joints. And then fast forward, he started getting on the radio. He down here at the Batcave. We're in the Batcave right now, by the way.
Right.
I mean, he down here working with everybody down, all the Batcave boys. You know, so speak on watching him progress, starting to rap, getting his wave in the city, and explain that. I mean,
right. You know, that's honestly, man, I'm gonna keep it real with. See, a lot of people don't know, like, so when I went down south like 12. You know what I'm saying? 12, 13. I was still a young boy. You know what I mean? And so I'm down there till I'm like 18. So I got 6 years. I'm down south for 6 years. But while I'm down there, like we was just talking about, it's a whole different era of music that's going on down south. Master P's and, you know what I'm saying, Hot Boys and different niggas like that. So when I do come back and Black is taking the music shit serious, man, I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. When I first came back, like 99, man, 98, 99, I met everybody, man. Everybody before they started popping off, man. Petey, Beans, Freeway, not really Chris and Neef and them like that, but I met O and Sparks and all of them. I met all of them through Black. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, but this is, like I said, ain't none of them. Beans really the only one that's on at the time. You know what I mean? State Property is yet to really even break through. You know what I'm saying? So when I see him, I came back, bro. Black dropped that first CD, man. Word on the Streets. That shit started going crazy. And we go out South Philly, start fucking with Off the Hook. You know, I mean, shout out Chevy for McKean, man. You know, it's a lot of real bosses out that way. You know what I'm saying? Who put niggas on to really how to move in the music business, on how to, you know what I mean, get your shirts and build a team and build a studio and really, you know, put the work in. You know what I'm saying? We had M3, MP, Bub, Akin. Man, like they had some, you know what I'm saying, Black, like they had some real spitters up there. And I remember going down to the hotels and him going back and forth with Gil and them going at major figures and, you know what I mean, going at different motherfuckers, not like beefing, but just trying to, you know, get that name out there. You know what I'm saying? And then, man, to watch that growth was crazy, especially because when we linked up with the Off the Hook niggas, with the South Philly niggas, it was just, they took it to another level. You know what I'm saying? That we had never really seen from being from Uptown and being niggas who was coming really from the bottom. When we met them niggas, the niggas was already up and rolling. You know what I'm saying? Studio up and rolling, barbershops, different shit like that. So it was like, man, it was a beautiful thing. I watched Black rise from spitting on the corners with me, him and Crane and battling niggas to what's the boy name? Rakisi wasn't that his name? He was battling him and going back and forth with different hot niggas in the city. And once that buzz started coming like around Superman, it was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? But that was a little bit after Off the Hook, but
yeah, when time passed, like, cause he kept going.
Right.
I mean, and then he was able to get a joint like that, played on the radio. He had the remix. He had
the Cosmic Kev. He had the Come Up show. He had the Hot Boys show. He had the intro for all of that shit. Like Black was Black was one of the first independent artists in the city that was really doing that, man. That was really like with no backing, no buzz, no backing. You know what I'm saying? Only, you know, the backing from Off the Hook niggas, but you know what I'm saying? That's street shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, we just keep it a buck. It wasn't no legit
industry back.
Yeah, industry backing. You know what I'm saying? It was more street, but it was like Black, man. He made a way. He made a way for us to still be relevant in every era. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
he was working with me. I mean, he had Meek Ones Jones and all that. Like, I mean, he had
Meek was my boy.
He had a bunch of people. I mean, working
Gil
with a bunch
boy,
of
Meek
different artists in the city. You know what I mean? So he had it turned up.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, I met all them niggas through Black, man. All of them. Everybody. I met Rug through Black. I met Meek through Black. I met Gil through Black. Like I said, everybody, man. Black, he opened it up. Like I said, I tell people a lot of times, all right, you ain't never gonna really be able to take credit for nothing nobody else did. You know what I'm saying? Niggas put themselves on by their own perseverance, their own bars, their own shit that they're doing, right? You know what I'm saying? To make their own ways. But back in the days when niggas was really coming up and you could pull up Uptown and come on Forest Avenue and be good, man. You know what I'm saying? We had Ving Rhames on the block. I had Meek Mills on the block. I had Gilly the Kid on the block, man. We had major niggas that came through, pulled up and sat out there for hours and it was always good. You know what I'm saying? That give you, if you a rapper and you could come to one of the most dangerous parts of the city and stand up there and mob out with the gangsters, the niggas that's really in the streets, that shit make your street credibility look good. You feel me? It helps. And I used to tell Black that shit all the time. Like, Black, you the general nigga, you got control of the wolves a lot of the times, and you know, these niggas wouldn't be able to come stand up here if it wasn't for your backing. You know what I'm saying? And that's just real shit, because Forest Avenue was like North. That shit was like West Philly. That shit was like South Philly. Like, that shit was a different block from Uptown, man. It was a different feel when you came on Forest Avenue. You know what I'm saying? The other Uptown blocks, they may have a couple niggas out there, one or two niggas, but like, bro, we had 50, 60 niggas and 20, 30 niggas that'll put their work in. You know what I'm saying? That's what's different. We had, man, many, so like I said, 20, 30 different motherfuckers that'll actually go out there and get it done if it need be. So, you know, Gil and Meek and Vin and different people who was able to come stand on Forest Avenue and come mob out Uptown and know that they good. You know what I'm saying? Even with Ab and different motherfuckers like that. Like, Ab could come up there, and even though he had little situations up there, he knew he was good because it was like, nah, it's my man.
So, I want you to touch on this from your perspective. You ain't got to talk about no specific situations if you don't want to, but just in general. Like, Benz, though your brother, he come from the era, like early era, I mean, rapping to the era we came in, the DVD era and all of that. So I want you to talk on, and I mean, he one of the people that ain't really, it wasn't like, how can I say, all right, yeah, the DVD era when, you know, people was going back and forth beefing and all of that, you know, it was entertainment, people bought into it, but Black never seemed like he was one of them people that get into no back and forth stuff on DVD and all of that, but he did have little issues with people, and I mean, little disagreements, whatever the case may be. So speak on it from your perspective, like, being his brother, having your brother be a big time rapper and going through it with other little rappers, you know, behind the scenes, because it's not advertised on some real street shit. You know what I mean? Like, so speak a little bit on that.
So really, man, if people ever really realized, like, it was never no disses to Black. Like, there was never no real disses that came out to Black. Odie had dropped one, Ghetto Black, R.I.P. Ghetto Black, you know what I'm saying? He passed away on some other shit. But man, when he dropped his disc, it wasn't even like that. Like, Black pulled up, went over there, and they knuckled. Like, you know, you understand what I'm saying? Like, it was that type of shit with us. Like, we ain't never really diss niggas because, you know, it always was gonna lead to something else. You know what I mean? And honestly, we was really trying to stay away from that shit. But you know, if 50 says something, I don't start no problems, but I ain't ducking no problems either. You know what I'm saying? So when the issue come my way, it's like, what's up? What we doing? So that's why we ain't never really get into the dissing or the rap battling or the going back and forth with niggas, because I'ma take it somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? I don't really got no even ground when it come to that type of shit. Either I'm just gonna stop fucking with you, stay away from you, leave you alone, or I'm gonna go at you 100%. You know what I'm saying? So we just always stayed away from that shit, because we always knew that, man, we probably gonna end up having to cook one of them niggas if it really get, cause you know how Philly get, man. You know what I'm saying? You say the wrong thing or the wrong this, niggas get to trying to fight and all this cool shit, and ain't you know what I mean? Ain't no telling what'll happen. So you really just try to, you know what I mean, alleviate them problems, man. That's all. It just wasn't really something we did because we already knew where it was going. You know what I mean?
Alright, so now, more recent time I should say, it was about some months back. I mean, maybe like, I can't remember exactly what month it was, but it was some months ago. You know, he had actually got into a little lyrical sparring match.
Right.
I mean, him and Leak Moss had went back and forth, basically saying, you know, who was better, you not better than me, this, that, and the third. And, you know, Moss had said something to his John, you know, that you kind of wanted to, you know, touch on or clarify or whatever.
Right.
Where he kind of was insinuating that Black was associated with somebody that basically told or whatever, and it was insinuating that was you.
Right.
So I mean, go ahead and give your, you know, your perspective on that little situation.
Right. All right. So, you know, I fuck with OBH. Always did, man. Always had a good relationship with OBH. We ain't never really had no problems or no back and forths or nothing like that. You know what I mean? With that situation, Black was just, niggas was on some sparring, like I said, I'm guessing sparring lyrically, see who's better, whatever the case may be. We don't really get into that shit, so I don't really know where it came from exactly. But niggas don't know. First of all, I don't discuss family business. You know what I'm saying? If me and my homies go through something, that's between me and my homies. You know what I'm saying? That's between me and my team. If me and my brothers go through something, that's between me and my brothers. I don't put my shit out on social media. I don't be out here, you know what I'm saying? I ain't no Twitter finger ass nigga, so I ain't really gonna be out here tweeting and typing everything that's going on with me and my team. You know what I'm saying? So, in an instance where, and then it's crazy because we all done been through shit like this. When I done fought too many cases, bro. I done fought too many cases. Gat cases, murder cases, drug cases. I done fought too many cases. You know what I'm saying? So, every time I'm ever booked or cops gonna grab me, if I'm not guilty, nigga, I'm gonna tell them motherfuckers I'm not guilty. I don't know what the fuck you niggas talking about. These niggas be tripping. I done sat for 2-3 years fighting other niggas' cases, man, and niggas ain't come through, do nothing for me, dog. You understand what I'm saying? So if I have an opportunity, like, yo, I ain't got nothing to do with that, officer, I'm gonna do that. That's just smart shit. Like, who the fuck wouldn't do that for themselves? So if me in a case and I tell the cops, man, I ain't got nothing to do with none of this shit, I don't give a fuck what you talking about. That's what I'm supposed to do. What I'm supposed to say, nigga, this all me. That's mine. Oh, this is I'm not doing that. Nobody's doing that. It's common sense. So we ain't talking about no street shit. We talk about common fucking sense. So that's the way a situation play out. If the cop, like me and my man, get booked, cop for gas, not no fucking murder, no robbery, no drama, nigga. They book us for possession of a fucking gat, like possession of the gun. Now, mind you, at that time, bro, I got like 1 felony conviction, and we in PA, so it's not like I'm facing no motherfucking life sentence or no. They giving out 11.5 to 23s for the gat not used in no crime. Let's just keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? It done happened too many times. I done seen. So you telling me I'm, nigga, I told facing 11.5 to 23, my nigga? You gotta be fucking kidding me. Like, that's the type of shit that I be saying with niggas. And when the cops press certain motherfuckers who ain't never been through nothing, me and my niggas talk about this shit all the time. Niggas be like, oh, that's my man, that's your man, but y'all ain't never been through nothing. My man's 30, my man 100, but y'all ain't never been through nothing, so you don't know if this nigga 100. You don't know if this nigga gonna stand tall, cause y'all ain't never had to face no issues. It may have been 10, 11 years. You may got booked separately. He may never been a co-defendant. Can't tell on yourself, nigga. You book if you by yourself. But if you with another motherfucker, you may have that opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of people who don't be in those situations don't know how that shit go. Me being damn near fucking criminal my whole life before I started getting into the movies and music and doing nothing but fighting and trapping and hustling and doing robbing and doing all types of wild shit. I've been in them rooms too many times. So, situation like the cops pressing my bed, telling my bed I'm telling on it. What the fuck they supposed to tell you? I'm holding you down. I'm standing up in it, like I'm in the other room standing up. Yo, your man in the other room standing up crazy, bro. You lucky you got a friend like that. No, they spinning you like they trying to spin me. They telling me the same thing. I sit 11 months. My man sit 11 months. I mean, when my man sit 13 months, other niggas sit 14 months. Everybody rumbling the cases. Everybody beat the case. But when the shit going on, cops pressing this nigga telling the nigga I'm telling on him. He believed the cops. Hey, what the fuck is you talking about, bro? Why would you ever, you know what I'm saying? So that lead to, and I know that he know niggas that be with Leaky, be around niggas that be with Ab, and you know what I'm saying, other little niggas, and that's the whispers that these niggas is giving out, because this is how I feel about it. At the end of the day, nigga, they hit you with that old school shit, that okie dokie. You niggas fell for that shit. You feel me? Because that's how they destroy shit. When they trying to destroy it, be dealing with some of the smartest motherfuckers in the world. So the cops put the shit out there, and you niggas fall for the dumb shit like some idiots. Start slandering a real nigga name, because that's the way y'all give it up. Especially in the internet just started booming at that time. You know what I'm saying? This is, because mind you gotta figure, this shit is fucking, this shit is 10, 11 years ago. You feel me? But yet, niggas always need something. Alright, look, this is what I be saying. I came back in 99. Right now I'm 40, bro. From 99 to 2022, you can't hear nothing sideways about my name. Except this. Never I try to fuck one of my homies' bitches, or I'm doing no shady shit, or I'm backbiting a nigga, or I'm doing no grimy robbing niggas, or burning niggas, or none of this weird shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, I feel like niggas needed something. You feel me? Niggas go to jail, bumping them motherfuckers. Oh damn, you know the boy Squally, you know the boy Squally, oh Squally this, Squally that. Like damn, who is this nigga? That nigga ain't really like that's how niggas be feeling. When they been somewhere their whole lives, and I'm just more popular than them. You know what I'm saying? Our buzz is bigger. You feel what I'm saying? I'm in a situation that them niggas don't be in. Ain't nobody asking when them niggas pull up nowhere, do they know them? They asking, do they know me? They asking, do they know Black? You know what I'm saying? We're the faces of the hood, basically. So when you hear something like that, or a nigga sprinkle some shit like that, all the motherfuckers who've been secretly hating and mad that I've been up here getting money and up here fucking these bitches and you know what I'm saying, doing the shit that I was doing in the streets, putting in work, punching on niggas, running around in the jails, smashing niggas out in the jail, beating niggas the fuck up. Like bro, the shit, it's facts. This ain't me just talking. This is shit that you bump into niggas who was up there with me. They say, yeah, boy, ain't nothing soft about boy. And nigga get his gate cracked all day long. That nigga get in where he fit in. He don't play the cops. The nigga play the block and still motherfucking get my door popped. You know what I'm saying? I never been upstate. I never been to the feds. I ain't never had to go through none of that shit, because my shit was always county shit. I never really got, you know what I'm saying, caught up in nothing. I never got caught. I had a homicide. I beat that. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't my work. I never claimed nothing I don't do. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't my work. They try to pin the shit on me. Take me to trial. We run up lawyer money. I spank. You know what I'm saying? Simple as that. So it's like, I always been 100, man. I think it was just niggas needed something to say. It had nothing. They had nothing. You know what I'm saying? Not when it came to me and my brother. They had nothing. That's all the whole rap about. The whole rap is about one, two situations, because there's nothing else you can say. Oh, this, that, and the third. There ain't nothing you can say, bro. Niggas is really out here. Niggas been out here certified for so long. They need something to throw on your name. That's how I be feeling. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that was the vibe I got. Because it seemed like so many niggas was on a fuck Squally campaign, when it was like, damn, y'all niggas don't even know what the fuck went on, or what was going on, or what was said, or what was done. Y'all niggas ain't got no paperwork. Y'all niggas ain't got nothing that's saying this nigga say, yo, this motherfucker committed a crime. Like, you know what I'm saying? This motherfucker had a gun in his hand, or this motherfucker had a 9mm, or this motherfucker had an AK, or you don't got none of that shit from me. So it was like, damn, why would you ever even speak ill on a real nigga name? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I feel about that type shit.
Gotcha. Alright, let's switch gears a little bit. We was talking off camera a little bit about the whole movie situation.
Right.
And you kind of touched on it a little bit when you was talking about transitioning from the streets, and and getting into the movies. Now, Black started with the joint, the first joint, I forget the name of it. More to the story, I think.
Yeah.
That was on YouTube, and that joint did good, like 1 million, 2 million views,
that shit
something
like 10
that.
million.
10 million now?
Yeah,
man, that joint went up.
10 million, yeah.
I definitely checked that joint. I remember that joint.
Yeah, that shit touched 10
million. Then he came
million.
back with the other joint. Was it Brush?
Yeah.
Brush was nuts. That was stepped it up a little bit.
Yeah, Brush ain't do as good as it's More to the Story, but we still touched $1 million plus on Brush. You know what I'm saying?
It's still heavy. You know what I mean?
Right.
And he had some good cameos in that joint too. Like Young Chris was in that joint and all that.
Yeah.
So then y'all come with the other joint that just was on Netflix, right? That was the joint after that.
Yeah.
Backfire, right?
Backfire, yeah. We
so
had
y'all
2
get that
years
whole
still on
Netflix
there.
look and all that. So
Right.
speak a little bit on that, like getting into the movies and getting those type of looks and all that.
Man, I'm gonna keep it real, man. Like that shit was hard. You know, that was probably the hardest thing I ever did in my life, man. That was the hardest thing I ever did in my life, and it was a lot of arguments between me and Black, a lot of fighting, a lot of disagreements, man, a lot of, you know what I mean, just not understanding the need for the transition, especially at that age I was at. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't really ready. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I wasn't ready because, you know, a lot of times when you be caught up in the streets, man, you can't see no other vision. You know what I'm saying? You like I be saying, I said this shit on my live a couple of times. Like you couldn't tell me I wasn't gonna be Tony Montana. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you couldn't tell me I wasn't gonna be, you know, them Rayful Edmonds. You know what I mean? 100 brick, 200 brick nigga with the mansion, and you know what I mean? I was expecting that. Excuse me, from the game, because that's the way they was giving it to us. Like that shit was really reachable, and that shit without the feds. Without these snake ass niggas and snake ass bitches and corny motherfuckers and fake motherfuckers that don't even, you know what I'm saying? The snakes that come with the game. So it was like, once we started transitioning over, once I seen Black do it, right? And completely stop hustling. Like, completely stop. No nothing. Nigga don't, no coke, no crack, no weed, no pills, no nothing. Just stayed out, completely out of that shit. Nigga, at time, I watched the nigga go get jobs when he didn't want to. I watched the nigga, you know what I mean? Fucking go get loans and, you know what I'm saying, straighten up his credit and do different shit, like, you know what I'm saying, to start actually generating some income. So I'm like, damn, you know, maybe the nigga on or something. And I tell my brother all the time, a nigga's super smart, man. Nigga's super smart, man. And I think it was watching him do his More to the Story. Like, we freestyled his More to the Story. We ain't had no script. We got 10 million views on that joint. We freestyled that joint, bro. We was coming off the head. He was saying, yo, you say this, I'm gonna say that. And, you know what I'm saying? We roll. We typed a little script, a little tiny script up. You know what I mean? No things we was gonna say, but most of the movie is freestyle, man. You know what I'm saying? We just you know what I mean, reacting, because it's the when you see the movie is it's real. It's the real situation of our life. Basically, it's like him trying to get out of the game, me arguing with him, fighting with him now, and Brush is art, but in real life is music. You feel what I'm saying? He's saying, man, I'm just fucking with this music. I'm just fucking with these movies. I'm just fucking with this entertainment. I'm not doing that street shit no more. And I'm saying, nigga, something you ain't getting. No, what the fuck are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, these are the real conversations that we're having, bro. Like, I'm ready to fight, nigga. What the fuck you talking about? Nigga, get me a half a bird. Fuck is you talking about? Get me these 400 bucks, give me them 1,000 people. Like, nigga, I need the shit that I've been doing. I got this shit doing 30, 40 grand a fucking week. And you talk about something, you ain't trapping no more. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, you must be high. But he was serious. And once I seen he was serious, and it was like, you know, the conversations we having, and he's saying, bro, it ain't worth the risk. We could do this and make just as much money or more. It won't come as fast, bro, but we won't have to worry about none of the bullshit. and not having to worry about the bullshit is gonna be way more important than making the fast money, because we get to change the narrative for one, and we get to be there for our kids and create a whole nother generation that could do something positive, instead of all of them following our footsteps into negative shit, because that's all that was really gonna happen. You feel what I'm saying? And it's just the real, you know what I mean, the reality of what it is. So man, the shit, once he started really focusing and I started seeing he was serious, man, it was just time for me to get serious. It was time for me to lock in, and you know what I'm saying? And shit, that shit, it paid off, man. You know what I'm saying? Shit, like I said, it's more to the story of 10 million views. Brush hit 1.some million. The next joint, we skip YouTube, go straight to Netflix. You know what I'm saying? Now that we got that joint on Amazon Prime, and he got another one we just dropped, Jenny.
Yeah, the latest one. Go ahead, touch on that.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that joint just dropped, and that's on Amazon Prime. You know what I'm saying? And these is legit checks. You know what I'm saying? That start to come in. You be like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Okay, this shit real. Okay, this shit can. You know what I'm saying? This shit can really happen. It start to you know what I'm saying, become reality, and people will be like, you know, people think that should be cliche. You know what I'm saying? You put the work in that, and it happens, man. That shit opened up hella doors, man. It opened up, you know what I'm saying? So many different avenues to where people could, where we could really make some bread. You know what I'm saying? So, and Jenny, the concept is so dope, man. It's so dope because when me and my brother sit down and talk, you know, I don't hold no punches, and that's the best thing about us. We don't hold no punches with each other, so we don't really gotta, you know what I mean, hold back or bite our tongues and shit. So it's like, you know, when we talking, it's like, bro, we gotta be on a different wave and find ways to separate ourselves, because it's a lot of people that's making movies, and you know, my brother really, he like Jordan Peele and them type of motherfuckers, them the type of people that he like in the film game. You know what I'm saying? So his films, I told him that there's no problem with making those type of films, because those are the type of films that black people ain't used to really making. You know what I'm saying? So being able to just broaden our thought process and the way we look at shit, and the ideas that we come up with, and the movies that are put out there, the concepts are gonna be dope. You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna always be, you know, a twist, or you know what I'm saying, something that you're gonna have some heartfelt shit, or something you're gonna really truly understand coming from where we come from.
All right. So go ahead and plug, you know, your social media. Also, you know, you got your own music you've been doing, you know, off and on over the years too. So go ahead and plug everything that you got as well with the socials and whatever else you want them to know about. I mean,
all right, yeah, you know, ACC Squally _ on Instagram, Your Highness on Twitter. I don't really do Facebook and shit like that, but yeah, man, I got Smoke Good on all streaming platforms right now. You know what I'm saying? Now or Never on all streaming platforms right now. I got, man, hella shit on YouTube, all types of shit. So Squally Guns on YouTube, follow me. I mean, subscribe to my shit on YouTube. I got, it's probably, I don't know, man, it's gonna be my last CD, man. I ain't really been doing the music too much, but I'm about to drop another CD. I'm gonna drop that, man, and then, you know, it's gonna just be the acting from this point on, because it's really like, you know what I mean, what I really want to do, and I feel like that's gonna be the lane that's gonna put me where I need to be, because any role people give to me, man, I'll crush it, I promise. You know what I'm saying? Any role that's presented to me, give me a tryout, I promise you I'll crush that shit. So, you know what I mean? Squally Guns, and like I said, ACC Squally on Instagram, that's the main tag, so hit me up, follow me on the gram, man, let's get it.
Yeah, alright, man, anything else you want to let the people know before we get out of here? Anything you want to touch on before, I mean, that we ain't get a chance to touch on?
One thing I want to say, as black people, they got a stigma on marijuana. We gotta stop the stigma on marijuana as black people, man. That shit is a multi-billion-dollar business, a multi-billion-dollar business. So we gotta figure out ways to get involved, man. It's gonna be something that's changing the game. It's the number 2 industry in the world, damn near. You know what I'm saying? Top 5 for sure. And it's like, it's time to get in, take that stigma off of weed. I know we got bad experiences with it, but fuck it, let's turn those bad experiences into something good, man. And you gotta focus, and I'm telling you, man, if you can get into this marijuana, this CBD, man, get involved, man. It's a big game. You know what I'm saying? So.
And on that note, man, we signing out till next time, man. Squally Guns, live from Bet Cave.
You already know, man. Philly F.A.M.E. TV, man. Let's get it, man.